Oh my goodness, it's Friday!
That it is.
Friday! How are you, Brother Tim?
I'm still tired, brother. Still tired.
Wait a minute. You tired? What are you tired from? What have you been doing? You haven't been shoveling snow, have you?
Man, I'm getting some late feedback here.
Okay, I'm gonna have to put on headphones in.
Whatever put me in the hospital a couple of weeks ago, I still ain't got my energy back.
Oh yeah, I guess so, man. That will drain you. You still
Shoveling.
hearing the echo?
Yep.
All right, I gotta think of what I'm gonna do here. Find my headphones. Hold on a second.
Yeah, it's not an echo. It's like we're repeating about a minute behind. So it's like.
Are you listening to the feed on your YouTube or anything?
I shouldn't be listening to feed on the YouTube or anything.
You're not listening online?
Let me make sure that I'm not listening. Okay.
Because this is usually normal how I have it low on my end, so I can hear you, and it usually doesn't pick up. But if you got it on YouTube and you've got the volume turned up, you're going to get an echo.
Yeah, I closed my YouTube and...
Mic check 1, mic check 2, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. How is that? Any echo?
Nope.
I'm bullshit. I just moved my lips to mess with you.
It's almost like there's a second you and a second me in this feed.
Really? Hold on, let me make sure.
And the second you and the second me are about 30 seconds behind the first you and first me.
Interesting. Well, yeah, that's a delay. You're either on Facebook or YouTube somewhere. I'm getting beautiful audio. Matter of fact, I can probably turn you up.
I done closed everything but the StreamYard now, so.
How's that sound? Is it better? You still got the echo?
No. Now it sounds better.
Ha! So it was you. Don't make me think I'm crazy.
But you are.
I am.
Okay.
Totally crazy. So you say you're getting your strength back from your last hospital visit? Is that what we're working on?
I still ain't got it back yet. I'm still tired, and I'm already ready for bed.
Well, good. I'm glad it's only a short walk to your truck.
I'm sitting on my couch, brother, so I ain't heading to my truck.
Man, I know you've been sitting in that pretty new truck, just sitting there, pretending like you're driving.
No, actually, she hadn't left the driveway at all today.
Oh, no. That should be illegal. That should be illegal. What's the weather doing down there? You in your bathing suit? What you doing?
Well, today we had about 12 to 14 inches of sunshine, temps in the low 70s or high 70s, low 80s. Almost warm enough for me to be out there in the outdoor studio tonight. Almost.
Oh, yeah, what's up with that, man? You're making me feel bad. I mean, I'm inside for a reason.
I was talking to a friend of mine, well, Liz up in Mass, and she's telling me that her friend didn't want to go. All the VA hospitals are doing these walk-in clinics somewhere in a parking building or something where you don't even have to be a VA patient. You just have to bring a document to prove that you were once in the military, and you can do a walk-in COVID shot, but you got to wait in line. And she's like, yeah, he didn't want to wait in line in 14 degrees. And I said, yeah, I can't blame him there.
14 degrees will change your mind.
Yeah.
we kept listening to the news today, and the guy says on this day in history, Michigan was negative 24 degrees. And he said on this day, and he said the history real low so you couldn't hear it.
Yeah.
I told you that to make you feel better about this. It's currently 24 degrees. It's not negative 24 degrees.
Well, I like the sound of the weatherman, or the thing the weatherman had to say the other day was, it looks like we may have gotten over the hump and started heading into the weather pattern where the cold fronts don't make it all the way down to us anymore, or they're not as bad as they have been. So we shouldn't see any more temperatures below the 60s.
Timmy. I am so tempted to drive down there just to give you a hug and a kiss. Turn around and come on back.
Well, while I had to go to the VA hospital on Wednesday to have my chemo port removed, and my daughter Pamela drove me. And while I was in, she was over at the beach with her toes in the water.
Oh, good for her. Good for her. While you're having major surgery, she's out there frolicking. What kind of daughter is that?
Well, they can't wait right around the hospital. They can only drop you off and leave now.
Right. Nobody's allowed in other than patients, huh?
Right. So you fill out this form, and who's picking you up? What's their phone number? What's their phone number? Where will they be? And I wrote the beach. And the nurse is looking at it. She's going, "Is your daughter seriously at the beach?" I said, "Yeah." She dropped me off, said she was going to grab a cup of coffee and heading over to the beach.
You can't get mad at her.
No.
Did she ever wipe that thing out of her nose?
Yeah, no, she still got that damn nose piercing.
So I'm getting the feeling that you don't approve, Timmy? Come on now.
No, nose piercing. And even though it's a I got a tattoo. I wasn't too keen on the tattoo either.
Ooh, do as I say, not as I do, huh, Tim?
Yeah, that's my girl. That's my little girl, and that's a canvas, but it's her canvas, so I guess she gets to decorate it the way she wants.
The way she wants to. Yeah, it'd be creepy if you decorated it.
Yeah. There were many years that I did decorate it.
Right. Ooh, no.
Yeah. I'll never forget the day that I was changing her diaper, and my mother snuck up behind me, and I didn't know it. And I'm telling her, so now when you get older and these boys start coming around, and Daddy tells you, "I don't like that boy," you're going to say to him, "Bye, see you later. My daddy doesn't like you." And my mother says, "Yeah, like that's going to work."
Wishful thinking on your part, sir.
Well, I was trying to train her.
Well, I guess I can ask you now, how did that work out?
I have not ever said to her, "Daddy doesn't like that boy, so don't see him ever again."
No, you have said Daddy doesn't like that boy.
Yeah, I've said Daddy doesn't like that boy, but I've never.
Well, one line that that I wanted to use on my kids and never got a chance to use. I heard a comedian say, and I want to say it was Kevin Hart. He said, his daddy said, "I cannot make you do anything. All I can do is make you wish you had."
I've used something very similar with my, especially my sons. I'm gonna give you a choice now, okay? You can either do it or you can do it with a warm ass and tears in your eyes. What's your choice?
Either way, it's something done, right?
Yeah, you're gonna do it. And my oldest, the first time I said that to my oldest, it was his first day coming home from kindergarten with homework, and my wife came out. I was out on the patio, and my wife comes out and says, "You need to come and take over because I'm about to kill the boy." So I went in and I said to him, "What seems to be the problem here? Get your homework done." And he looked at me and I said, "Dude, you got two choices here. You can do it or you can do it with a warm ass and tears in your eyes. Make up your mind." And without even skipping a beat, he just gave me this look and he broke the pencil in half. Before he got a chance to put that broken pencil down, he was hanging upside down and getting a warm ass. And I sat him down, took the pencil and two halves of the pencil, taped it back together, and handed it to him. I said, "Now you're gonna do your homework with warm ass, with the warm ass, tears in your eyes, and a broken pencil." I always say that's why my daughter was such a great student. She saw that happen and said she wanted no part of that. Every night, every afternoon from then on, as soon as Thomas came home from school, she would, "Come on, Thomas, let's do homework. Let's do homework."
Quick, fast, and in a hurry. He's crazy. That old man's crazy. Did you see? Man, I want to tell a joke, but it's full of cuss words.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
It's you and me.
Huh?
I said, it's just you and me.
That's right. I'll fix it up. The twins, right? They come down to breakfast. The mom and dad had a conversation before they came down to breakfast, and she said, "Listen, these kids are just cussing and cussing and cussing. I don't know what to do." And the father says, "Well, the next time they do that, just haul off and smack them. And that'll solve that problem." So sure enough, that very morning, the little boy comes down, and she says, "What would you like for breakfast?" And he said, "I'd like some mother effing pancakes and some GD eggs." And the mother took the skillet and bam, slapped him upside the head, knocked him out cold. The second kid is sitting there looking at his brother on the floor, looks at his mom. His mom said, "What would you like for breakfast?" He said, "I don't know, but I definitely don't want no MF and pancakes and no GD eggs." I chuckled. So do you ever read the little descriptions that I put into these broadcasts?
Yeah, little descriptions. What, like the handsome one?
No, that's even better. But I mean, in the description of the broadcast itself is supposedly what we're supposed to be leaning towards, our conversation towards.
Okay, I guess I missed that.
What? How'd you miss that?
Where is it? Is it in the link you sent me?
You might have to find it on Facebook or YouTube and read the description.
Okay.
And
I don't want to start that echo again.
Well, turn the volume down. You can have the video up. You just got to turn the volume off on the YouTube page. Yay. So we had a great adventure today. I want to show you something. I want to show you. I almost bought something that I've been wanting for a long time. Angie and I got up this morning at the crack of dawn, 3 a.m., and drove to Chicago. Let me see if I can show you this. Share my screen. Application window.
You said you drove to Chicago.
So that's what I was trying to buy.
Let's see. My dad treated us nuts. Okay. All right. You were trying to buy this Volkswagen touring bus, huh?
Yeah. I need a mobile studio, Timmy. So I was going to buy this and convert it into a mobile studio.
And you need to get you one of the Mercedes Sprinters.
You know, that's what everybody wants me to get, but those things are 42, 52 grand.
You got it.
This
Check the other back pocket.
Huh?
I said, you got it. Check the other back pocket.
Listen, unless you put me in your wheel, I ain't going to have it anytime soon. You hear me?
Check your other back pocket. I'm telling you. I know you got it.
Hint, hint.
It's in the other back pocket.
It's in the other back pocket. So we got up at the crack of dawn, loaded the 3 dogs up, and hit the road, man. And it was snowing as we left Genesee County. The minute we got out of Genesee County, no problem. I guess it was just the other side of Lansing when the snow stopped being in the air and on the street. So we rode to Chicago, and we spent the first 2 hours there looking for somewhere to eat. And we couldn't find anything. We even asked Siri, and Siri kept saying, it opens at 4 p.m. It opens at 11 p.m. It opens at, and it was 7 in the morning.
There's no place to eat in Chicago, right?
And not at 7 in the morning, unless it's McDonald's,
Man, there got to be a soul kitchen somewhere in Chicago that's open at 7 a.m. Get you a nice big bowl of grits and.
Thank you. I think we were in the wrong neighborhood. The two restaurants we did find open were 100% Mexican.
Yeah, you were in the wrong neighborhood.
The menus were in Spanish. The lady behind the counter, I don't think she spoke. She spoke as much English as I spoke Spanish. Hola.
Huevos rancheros con cerveza, por favor.
Right. Now isn't that eggs with cheese?
And that's ranch eggs, yeah, and beer.
Well, Angie wouldn't have nothing to do with it. If she couldn't pronounce it, she wasn't eating it. I was just going to pick a picture on the menu and say, I'll take that, and if I liked it, I liked it. If I didn't, I experienced it,
So you got her up at the butt crack of dawn, drove her all the way over to Chicago and didn't even have a plan to shovel some grub down her throat.
Well, we hit McDonald's, and we came to the conclusion that Chicago McDonald's doesn't taste like Flint McDonald's. It really didn't taste the same. So we noted that in the book. And then looked for something else. So after we went and looked at it, we decided it wasn't for me. It had a little too much body damage, and the generator was dead, and they had removed the bathroom. And I knew they removed the kitchen, but I didn't know that they had removed the bathroom as well. And so I really wanted one with a bathroom, and I wasn't feeling it. It was nice enough, but it wasn't nice enough. So we decided to pass on it and turned around and brought our happy butts home. So read that out loud for me. Can you see it? I can't see it. Can you read the description?
The description about my dad who treated us nuts?
Yes.
Yeah. I treated us like nuts. I was reading a little thing there, and it had me laughing because, I remember back when pistachio nuts were always, they were dyed, of course, but they were always red. And
right.
You ended up with that red dye all over your fingers trying to get them open, except for pistachio ice cream. I love me some pistachio ice cream. And of course, that was green.
It took me forever to figure out why that was green. Why is this ice cream green? Pistachios are red. This doesn't make any sense, Dad.
Whatever you do, don't eat the green ice cream. Yeah, tell me you've seen Cars 3.
Yeah.
When Maida goes to Japan and eats the wasabi.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It was a treat. Did you have anything like that when you were a kid? Did your dad would sneak home to brighten your day?
He would bring home. I loved this one bar he hung out at. They had these bags of cheese-flavored popcorn that I loved, and that was a treat when he would sneak me home a bag from the bar.
Tiptoe in your room or stumble?
No tiptoe in the room. There was a bag, but there was a bag for me and a bag for my sisters.
Oh, nice. When chips were 25 cents, right?
Yeah, pretty much. But there was always somebody that either owed him a favor or was asking him about us, and next thing you know, you'd have little gifts to bring home to us.
Nice. Did your mom do anything special?
My mom did. I always speak of my life in two halves. There's the younger half before my father climbed into a bottle of Bacardi rum, and then the older half after he climbed in. So going back to before he climbed in, my father had a great paying job and he had his own side business. So my mother got 100% of his paycheck from his 6 to 3 job. and she would. We went out to either McDonald's or Papa Gino's or Pizza Hut every Friday for dinner. About once or twice a month, we'd take off for the weekend and head down a Cape, out of Provincetown, and spend the weekend. This campsite down that way called the Head of the Meadow in Truro, Mass. And it's like not even a half an hour into Provincetown, but that was when Provincetown was a bunch of young kids hanging out and art studios and the hip scene. With the hip scene, everybody's pretty much rolling their own cigarettes and and taking trips without leaving planet Earth.
Oh, okay. Okay, so this is pre-gay times for people.
Yeah, this is
so it's 70s.
70s, yep. Later 60s, early 70s. But one of the other things, every Sunday my mother would make a big family dinner, roast, chicken, turkey, something like that. But one of the favorite treats she liked to hit us up with from time to time was her pineapple upside down cake.
Nice. Oh, don't get me started about German chocolate cake and sweet potato pie. My mother used to make a lemon iced pound cake.
I think she made it for me once. Well, she made it once, and I was lucky enough to be there to enjoy it.
Oh my goodness, we've had major neighborhood wars over that. And the last piece, oh heaven forbid the last piece, because the last piece, you got the plate with all the leftover icing on it.
Okay, and so somehow I'm picturing that was Dad's piece. Because I couldn't imagine you, Bill, or Chrissy even daring to take that away from Dad.
There we go. We beat him. There you go.
Chuck! What's up, brother? How you doing out there in New Mexico?
I don't know if he can hear us. I don't know if he can see us. Chuck, can you hear us?
Hello, Chuck. Everybody wave at Chuck.
What's up, baby boy? Say something.
Maybe we're the aliens here. He can hear every word we're saying. He's just wondering if he wants to talk to us.
Edit mic settings. It says I can edit his mic settings. I can turn him up. No, I can't turn him up. What up, Chuck? He can't. He must not be able to see us. What's up, Chuck? Put your glasses on, man. Quit trying to be cute. Put your glasses on. At least he made it in that time. He's been trying to get in for 3 weeks, man. That's the closest we got him in.
Maybe his phone don't want to cooperate these days.
Just a little bit. Acting on the crazy side is what I'm saying. Man. So tell me, you've been watching this impeachment trial.
No, not really. I watched a little bit the other day of the House managers presenting their case, and then I watched about an hour today of the defense presenting its case, and then I think I heard about 3 or 4 questions being asked, and I'm like, you know what, this is kabuki theater. I think it was put best the other day by somebody, a meme I saw on Facebook that said, this whole impeachment thing is nothing more than a distraction for what's really going on in Washington, D.C. this week. We need to be wondering what's really going on in D.C. this week.
I could definitely see it as a distraction, but I'll have to disagree with you. I think it's more than necessary. We can't allow that shit to happen.
Dude, my honest opinion, if those House managers, if that case was presented in a real honest to God court of law, the House managers would probably have been run out of the court and the case summarily dismissed because of a failure to prove the case.
It's not, but it's not a court of law.
The way I look at it, the most telling thing to me was the fact that the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court had the ability to say, no, I'm not required to be here and I'm not showing up. I got better things to do with my time.
He's not required to be there because it's not a trial.
Right, but had Trump still been president, he would have been required to be there because he is required. That's why he was present for the first impeachment a year ago. Impeachment of a sitting president requires the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court preside.
Right, but he wasn't presiding. He wasn't presiding here, and he wasn't presiding then, was he?
He did. He presided a year ago. Yep.
Some old guy. I don't even know who it was, but
that old guy was actually a Democrat senator named Leahy from the state of Vermont.
Wow,
because he's the they call the president pro tem of the Senate. He's the most senior member of the Senate, so he becomes the Senate president during things like that.
Great. Hey, Louis, welcome in, man.
Hey, how are y'all doing?
Man, we're living the dream, baby. We haven't seen you in a minute.
I'm telling you, how's everything going, Mr. Tim?
Everything's going, brother. I'm here. How about yourself?
Good. Everything's going good. How about you, Mr. Paul?
I am living the dream, baby. I mean, it's a nightmare, but it's a dream.
Hey, that'll work.
It's a dream yet and still.
Yeah, that'll work.
How's the weather where you are?
Cold.
How cold is cold?
Oh, well, it's not your cold, I promise you. Let's see. Hold on, I'm going to tell you just in 1 second. It's freezing, 32 degrees.
32 degrees. Okay, last one I got was 24. Timmy, go ahead and tell him. I dare you. Tell him. Tell him, Timmy.
Right about now, it's probably in the higher 60s, low 70s.
Jesus, and we're almost at the same elevation almost.
You're Texas, right?
Louisiana, Mississippi and Louisiana.
Yeah, okay, so you're over there on the east side of Louisiana?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I used to have a buddy lived up there off of I-12.
Oh, yeah. 10 and 12 run together.
Yeah, he was on the 12 side of the Lake Pontchartrain Bridge.
Oh, yeah, north side.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they opened up the restaurants here in Michigan today. And we made the big mistake of cutting through Kalamazoo. So, every city has its main drag, right? Where all your fast food is and your Home Depots and all that kind of stuff. Well, we made the happy mistake of getting off for gas on their main drag. And we are going south on their main drag, and north is just bumper to bumper traffic. As we keep driving, we're looking for a gas station off the highway. We end up driving almost 2.5, maybe 3 miles before we spot a gas station. And all along this strip was nothing but restaurants with packed parking lots. As we turned around to come back to the highway, we discovered what was causing the traffic jam. Everybody was lined up for almost 2 miles for one restaurant. Guess what restaurant it was?
McDonald's.
Don't say McDonald's. Did he say McDonald's?
Popeyes.
We're gonna take him out of this. You can't play anymore. Tell me, what do you think?
Popeyes.
No, but that would have been a good guess because Popeyes has a similar thing with the chicken sandwich.
Chick-fil-A?
It wasn't Chick-fil-A either. It was one of those chains.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
No.
Wendy's?
It's of Asian descendant. Of Asian origins.
I don't know what the hell restaurant you talking about.
They're known for a bear.
The walk, what not walk? What the hell they call that one? China what not? No, not China
Panda
Walk.
Express.
Panda Express.
Yeah.
Panda Express.
Mhm.
The line was unbelievable.
And
I don't know if
that's
they were offering some kind of free deal because it was the first day the restaurants could be open or something, and that's what got everybody in line. But this line was humongous.
you still wouldn't get me in there. I've been in Panda Express once, and I looked around and looked around, and if it hadn't been the only place that was open, I would have left and went looked someplace else.
Well, they're sparse. You know, there's very
Their menu, yeah, is sparse. Yeah, you got to be in the mood for what there's on their menu. Otherwise, as my Scottish friends would say, you're fooped.
Yeah, I think I've only been there twice. And I think once was down in Florida because I had never seen one before. And then the second time was up here when we got one. And I was underwhelmed. Why would I go there when I've got Cantonese Gourmet up here on Saginaw Street and Empress of China and all these other super authentic Asian Asian restaurants to go to this Americanized franchise one that was really skimpy on its portions.
Mhm.
Skimpy on his choices.
And
Oh,
its
my.
prices were the only thing that weren't skimpy. So I'm probably going to get in trouble now, right?
No.
At least with the people in Kalamazoo, they're going to protest. They're going to
Right.
protest
They got protest because you were in Kalamazoo.
that too, Tim. And that is probably a legitimate protest. Have they lifted any restrictions down there for you, Lewis?
I think that the restaurants are still closed, but other than that, it's nothing that's really. And people are pretty much staying to themselves. So I mean, people are getting. Let me say this: people are getting used to the coronavirus. So it's coming like natural life now.
Well, it's been a year. You know, they say if you do anything for 3 months, it becomes a habit.
We're at 50% capacity, indoor seating. You gotta like the booths in restaurants. They can't sit at every booth. They got to skip a booth and diagonally oppose and all that. Yeah, so it's common to walk into a place and see like this booth out of bounds. This booth is okay. See two chairs together at the bar, and then a 6 foot space, and then maybe another 2 chairs together. And
Yeah. We know we noticed that when we went to Chick-fil-A. I don't know how you pronounce it.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A in Chicago. They had large areas that were blocked off. Please don't sit here. Kind of set up.
I love me a Chick-fil-A spicy deluxe chicken sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
That is exactly what I got, Timmy. You want it?
No, thank you. You're talking about the different tastes of McDonald's, right? And the most interesting McDonald's I ever walked into was on the island of Okinawa, Japan.
Okay.
Okay, I walk in, tried to order a quarter pounder with cheese and was told, no cheeseburger. Got the no quarter pounder. Got a single hamburger, double hamburger, single cheeseburger, double cheeseburger. What you want? Well, they don't use the type of beef that we use here. They use water buffalo for the
I was
beef.
about to say they use beef that's pig, right?
Yeah, it's more like Kobe beef, and
Okay.
and the cheese is made from the milk from a water buffalo, so
Mm-hmm.
it's got a sweeter taste to it. It definitely distinctly different taste, but it is a great cheeseburger. The only problem I had was that 2 years I was over there was Japanese didn't know nothing about a pickle.
A pickle?
Pickle. I finally got one place where I would go to have a few drinks and a cheeseburger where she started buying cucumber, and she would slice cucumber and put that on the burger because no such thing as a pickle.
Well, see, you were schooling her, Timmy. You should have brought in. You should have brought her in some vinegar and pepper. And I'll be back next week.
Yeah, there was only one place that I was going to the PX to buy things to bring out. There was at the time I was there, it was mid '80s, early '80s, and a half gallon of Jim Beam bourbon was $5.70 up at the PX, and I had a little place out in town that I could. Under the laws, I could gift them a bottle of Jim Beam, but I couldn't sell it to them. So I would buy them. I would buy a bottle of Jim Beam and carry it out the door. And in exchange for gifting it to the bar, they would give me all of the mixer and ice I wanted. So I would put a second, because I don't know if you've ever been in the Japanese culture, but if you go to a nightclub or a bar or something, you basically buy the entire bottle of what it is you're drinking, and then you write your name on it, and if you don't finish it, it goes behind the bar until the next time you walk in. And then you just keep paying for your soda or whatever you're mixing it with. So I would buy 2 half gallons of Jim Beam, take them out there, put my name on one, gift the other one to the owner, and in exchange, he wouldn't charge me for my mixer.
Well, it sounds like he was making out there, Timmy.
Oh, definitely, because that one drink was $5 and change. It was real American booze. You go to a bunch of these other bars where you're spending $2 on a bourbon and Coke. You're getting the stuff called Suntory Red Extra that's been poured into a Seagram 7 bottle and then poured in front of you to make it look like it's Seagram 7. But if you want to know, you can find it here in the United States, Suntory Red Extra. There's no way you could ever mistake Suntory Red Extra unless you're a drunk jarhead. Then you can mistake Suntory Red Extra.
Oh, they had a captive audience, is what you
Yeah, these guys thinking that, yeah, it's $2, and if I get here during happy hour, I get 2 for the price of 1, and I can pre-dial. Dude, you're buying that same, it's $4 a liter down here at the liquor store for that Suntory Red Extra.
I went to a restaurant in New Orleans that offers sake, and that sake was pretty stout.
Yeah, it is. And the funny thing is, on Okinawa, Japan, they do a takeoff of the mezcal tequila. It has a little worm inside of it.
Yeah.
And if you eat the worm, you're supposed to get insights. Well, on the island of Okinawa, Japan, there is one of the fastest and deadliest snakes in the world called the habu, Habu. And there's actually, you can buy bottles of habu sake, and it's got a snake curled up in the bottle of sake.
And you're supposed to eat this snake like the worm?
Yeah, dude, it's a souvenir. You wouldn't. There's no damn way. The habu snake venom is a neurotoxin.
So it just stops your heart.
I said to a Japanese farmer one day, I was talking to, I said, Huncho, I said, if you get bit by habu, what do? He said, me? I go heat up a bottle of sake. I said, really? Sake is a good anti-venom for habu venom? He says, no, you don't live from habu bite.
Just get drunk.
That's right. That was his thing. He was going to go drunk.
Stop the pain before it starts, huh?
Oh, dude.
And this is common in Japan? I mean, it's
not... Okinawa is a South Pacific tropical island.
Right.
It's actually its own country. It was its own country before Japan invaded, before World War II.
Okay.
And if you go there, true Okinawans will tell you how much of an asshole Nixon was for giving the island to the Japanese when he should have given it back to the Okinawans.
And how's he giving away crap anyway that he don't own?
Well, we at the time in '72, when from the time that we took the island of Okinawa back during World War II until 1972, that island was controlled by the American government, American military.
Okay.
And in 72, Nixon gave the island back to the Japanese, but the Okinawans said he should have given it to them.
I'd imagine so. Yeah, I
So
couldn't be upset.
It's down there.
But they took it from the Japanese. We took it from the Japanese, didn't we?
We took it from the Japanese who had invaded and taken over from the Okinawans. Oh, the Habusaki.
Jesus.
So, like, the FDA here wouldn't allow that, right?
Yeah. So the funny thing, Lewis, we used to do is we go down to Gate 2 is the back gate out of the Air Force Base on the island, and we call it Amateur Day. It was payday. You could always tell the guys who had gotten their first paycheck on the island because they'd be out souvenir shopping, and so we'd be sitting in there in the souvenir shops and, hey, look that's a special kind of sake. Pick up the bottle and turn it around. And inevitably, someone would almost bumble the damn bottle and drop it.
I bet. That looks fierce.
And I'm sure they tell you not to drink it, right?
Oh, no, they
Let's
drank
just
it.
say nobody officially said to me, don't drink it. It was just this little nagging voice in the back of my head that said, there's a fucking snake in that bottle. I ain't drinking that shit.
Well, I'm wondering, I mean, if you just drink the liquor, do you get the neurotoxin?
I ain't taking that chance.
Because I mean, it would have to come through the fangs, but it's petrified now in the alcohol.
Do you know that over in that area they also make sushi out of blowfish?
Wow!
And do you know that the blowfish is a poisonous fish?
Right. How many people die a year?
So in order to be a sushi, you have to be specially licensed to make blowfish sushi, because the training is major league on how far you can insert the knife into the fish without cutting through the bladder.
Mm-hmm.
Which has the poison, right?
Which has the poison.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how much blowfish sushi I ate?
None.
None. I don't want to find out the hard way that the guy that I had just bought my sushi from went to the Sears and Roebuck School of Sushi.
Right.
He's working a D average, baby. He's working a D average. He didn't do his homework.
Where you get your license? Sears and Roebuck?
Sushi are us.
And Mr. Tim, you can say, do I want to eat this bat or do I want to eat this bat? This one might have coronavirus and this one might not.
Yeah.
Eat none of it. None of it.
Yeah. If I didn't recognize it and Mama-san couldn't explain it to me, I wasn't eating it.
Man, you figure he just cut it open and gut it and take the bladder out so it doesn't.
If you stick that knife in there just a little bit too far when you're slicing that fish up, you'll hit the bladder and release the toxins into the meat.
Yeah, I can see a cleaver taking care of that. Throw that away. Eat this.
Yeah, no, it's not even like, because you got to go in with that knife in there to make the slice, and if you go in too deep, you get into that bladder and you cut it open and it just leaks all into the fish.
But at least they know they've done it. It's not like you can't, you know what I mean? So it's
maybe not.
Accidents always happen.
Always happen.
Do you
so
see
now,
this
is this how the blowfish protects itself?
I guess. There's a lot of poisonous stuff that swims in the water.
The tip those pointers give out this bladder juice?
I guess.
Mm-hmm.
You ever hear of a sea cucumber?
Yes.
Sea wasp, sea snakes, all poisonous.
Sea wasp I haven't heard of, but I've heard of people stepping on blowfish.
Yeah. So the only time I ever went actually swimming in the ocean when I was the 2 years that I lived on that island was cave diving, because in that cave the water was over 50 feet deep, so you weren't touching bottom.
So you weren't going to step on anybody's
Yeah. All I had to worry about was the sea wasps and the sea snakes.
That's all.
That's all.
That's all. And the piranha.
Most of the time, if I wanted to cool off, if I wasn't going into a bar and drinking, then I went to the base pool.
That makes
sure,
sense.
you had to put up with all the officers' brat kids in there, but.
Well, I have been told that the island of Hawaii, the beaches aren't as nice as they make them out to seem. That there's a lot of runoff from the city that ends up out in the ocean, and it's like, the first 20 feet of the water is all jacked up.
I've not heard that.
They must be. I'm assuming they must be doing some kind of cleaning in front of the resorts to keep it away from there. I don't know. This is a guy that lives there. He says he wouldn't swim in that water if you paid him. I said, I got $5.
Not near the cities, anyways, right?
No, and it's an island, so everything's near the city, right?
I'll tell you, the 2 years. One of the things I couldn't get over on there is how crystal clear that water is. When I'd have to deliver equipment down to the deep sea port, I'd walk down the dock next to the ships, and I mean, you could see to the very bottom of the ships. The water is so clear.
Yeah. Wow. Lewis, you watching any of the impeachment trial?
Yes, sir. I watched it.
Hearing. I don't want to call it a trial. I want to call it a hearing, right?
It is what it is. Yeah, I watched some of it today, but not a lot of it. Because I'm a social studies major, but some of that stuff is just sleep. Take a good nap.
It didn't reinforce any of your schooling, is what you're saying? You say, oh, I remember that law. I remember that case.
No. It meant I was taking a good nap.
What I found funny was that they were using a case. They were comparing a case that where the Ku Klux Klan
had
been accused of inciting a riot or something like that, and they said that because they were in a field and there was so few of them, that there was no imminent danger or something like that, and they used that as precedent for what Trump did. And I didn't see apples and apples there.
I think it's a big political show on both sides. It's just political. They are using it to make that extra step up. Those impeachment managers, the lawyers for Trump, they're all using it to step on up, making money somewhat, one way or another. That's how I believe, anyway.
Meanwhile, one of the things that I read today, but Jamie Dupree, the guy that posted it, he wants you to pay to read the full article. He's done a complete breakdown of the $352 billion allocated in this new COVID relief package that is going to go to states and cities and towns to help bail them out financially.
Is it as bad as the last one was, Timmy?
Well, that's the thing is that like I said, Jamie Dupree, you can't read it without paying his fee to read his article. So I don't know where else you have to go to find out if anybody else has done a breakdown. One of the things that cracked me up though is I was watching a press conference, and that there's been this continual talk about there being like $900 million out there that was allocated in the very first relief package about a year ago that still has not been spent. And they were asking this guy who's one of the architects of this new one, well, before we go rushing out and spending new money, why don't we review the money that's already been allocated and not spent and see if we can redistribute that somewhere else to make better use of it? And his response back was, because we've already allocated that over here, so we can't respend that money over here. And the reporter kept saying, oh, but the money's just sitting there. Nobody's claiming it. Nobody's asking for it. Why are we just leaving it?
Because we embarrassed them all about it. The banks couldn't take it, and the big corporations couldn't take it because they were getting all cracked on. When you found out that Goldman Sachs got some bailout money, everybody was ragging on Goldman Sachs, so they were all...
The one that I lost it on was when I found out that Harvard and Brown got bailout money, and they got billions of dollars and money sitting there in the bank, and they took bailout money.
But they gave it back. They gave it back.
After they got embarrassed.
Right. So that's why that pot of money, and I guess it will be redistributed, but there are smaller companies that can take advantage of that money, right?
This guy said they will not look at because it's already been allocated. They will not look at even if it's not going to be used. They won't look at redistributing it.
Well, that's fine. Then that's fine. Then it goes back into the budget, right?
No, that's the problem. That's what they're saying. This is $900 million just sitting there, not doing a damn thing.
So are we at least getting the interest off of it, Timmy?
Oh, hell no.
Because it doesn't exist.
No.
It doesn't exist.
It exists on paper.
Right.
Right. So it's, that's the thing is that, but they're saying, okay, so instead of, you could turn around and say, instead of spending this 2.9 trillion, that you're going to spend 2 trillion because you got, a 900 million or whatever sitting over here, right? And you could lessen the amount of money we're about to borrow to spend to do this. And they're saying, no, we can't do that.
It's government, Timmy. Come on now, Republican or Democrat. That's
I know.
Did
Did I say anything about a party, Paul?
Not
This is my thing about government.
Yeah.
Government is the most inefficient way to allocate money to help out people because government is a monolith, especially federal government. It's a monolith.
Well, hold on. Let me get Paul to say hello and check in here. He just jacked in. What's up, baby boy?
What's up? To be honest, I can barely hear everybody. It keeps fading in and out.
Is that the real handsome one, Herring?
That's the real handsome. You don't need to make his head any bigger. He just lost connection. He had a bad connection. His image was kind of fuzzy. He's down in Nashville, so
all right.
It might be snowing in Nashville.
Yeah, it might be.
It has been.
It has been?
Yes, sir.
Wow. See, I was joking.
No, it actually has been.
Wow. Well, I'll blame that on Paul Jr. being down there in Nashville. He brought that snow with him. I'm trying to convince him to go to a ritzy hotel for a couple nights and chill. I said, just get away, man. You just got to get away and recharge.
Yeah.
Find one with a pool on the roof and just enjoy yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I can convince him. I think I might have. Marky's departure date got pushed back. I heard that last night. He was supposed to leave out on Monday, and now he's not leaving till Thursday, I think. So he's going to be around just long enough to get the cell phone I bought him.
Where's he bound for?
Marcus is on his way to the Bahamas.
Oh, vacation time, huh?
No, he's actually got a job. He's crewing on some reality TV show.
Ah, cool.
But he says there is no COVID in the Bahamas. There is none.
I believe it.
But they make you quarantine 14 days in your hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Before everything's open. Bars are open, restaurants, malls, everything's open, but you can't participate until you stay in quarantine for 14 days.
There's something like that going on down in Cuba, and they have pretty much eradicated COVID, and then they decided to open up the airport and start letting tourists back in, and boom, COVID was right there.
Mm-hmm.
Duh.
I either read or heard where in New Zealand they don't have COVID either.
They've had pockets of it.
Yeah.
They had, but basically they went into a major hardcore lockdown last March, April. They went into a major hardcore lockdown, but their laws allowed for their prime minister to be able to do that.
Right.
The first thing that was asked, well, why doesn't the United States do that? And it's because the president of the United States does not have that kind of power.
Does Marcus have some type of a cell phone plan that he could use in the Bahamas where he won't get charged a big amount of money to call and all of that?
That's a good question. And me and my dumb butt, I forgot to add the international plan to
Well,
his,
before you get too fast on it, what plan do you have?
Unlimited data.
Well, what company?
Sprint T-Mobile now.
Okay, because Sprint T-Mobile has deals with reciprocating deals all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when I traveled all through Europe and down in New Zealand and all that, the only place that I've been to where I had to pay anything different was Cuba, and because Sprint T-Mobile even has a reciprocating deal with CubaCell. But like in New Zealand and Europe, the reciprocating deal is you get unlimited texting, unlimited data at 2G, and you only have to pay if you make calls. Well, you know what? You put the phone in airplane mode, turn the Wi-Fi antenna on, and you can Wi-Fi call with T-Mobile. So you don't have to pay that fee. You just Wi-Fi call.
Right.
But your texting works, everything else works, it's no difference in price.
Well, you know what I found strange is that they offered me 2 SIM cards. They said I could get a T-Mobile SIM card and a Sprint SIM card. So if I found myself somewhere where I didn't have a good Sprint signal, I could pop in their SIM card.
That's because T-Mobile, the difference is Sprint was a CDMA phone company, and T-Mobile is the GSM. And the GSM, a lot of countries only have GSM.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you go to Cuba, you're not getting anything. Well, actually, I take that back because they now have a reciprocating deal with Verizon, which was CDMA down there. But when I first started going down to Cuba, you could only use GSM phones down there.
Nice. Hey, Paul, check in. What's going on down in Nashville? How's the weather?
According to them, it's cold. According to me, it's like, meh. I mean, go ahead, Tim.
It's not Flint cold.
No, definitely not up north cold. It's cold, but there's no snow or ice, so it's just cold for no reason.
I like that logic. But listen, it's almost time to wrap it up. Timmy, you want to start?
All right. I tell y'all, great to see you. I'm glad I was able to communicate with y'all tonight. I hope we had a good time, and I look forward to seeing y'all next week.
Who are you looking at?
I'm looking at your son, and I'm looking at Lewis.
The camera's over here. The camera's the other way, man. You're supposed to be adjusting the camera. What's wrong with you? Lewis, what you got, baby?
Thank y'all very much. Good to see you. Nice to meet you, Paul Jr. Thank y'all very much.
All right. So we had Mississippi. We got Florida. We got Flint. We got Nashville. Paul, you want to say anything in closing?
Yeah, my bad. I was late. The time differences messed me up every single time. I'm like, oh yeah, I got an hour. Oh. So sorry, Lewis, we didn't able to get a good conversation in. Tim, same to you.
All right, brother, man.
Yeah, so hopefully next week we can get it in and have some good times.
All right, man. You enjoy yourself a little bit this weekend.
I will do.
Nice. So I guess it's my turn. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to encourage everybody that's watching to, if they want to do what we do, meet with a bunch of friends and actually make some new ones, give us a call, 810-239-2901. That's 810-239-2901. And really, you don't have to be live on YouTube or Facebook. It can be a private thing, 810-239-2901. And remember, enjoy the life you're living.
Just until you can live the life you'll enjoy.
Timmy, you're making me tear up, Timmy.